Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Retro and welcome to my 90th weekly finds video already. I was thinking, should I start this video off slowly with some not so super rare games or start off with a big bang? Let's just start with a big bang. This is Pokemon Stadium 2 and as you can see, it's still sealed. It has the H seam which it's supposed to have because this is an NTSC version and NTSC games often have this H seam. As you can see, this is the H there. If you hold it like this, it's immaculate. There's no blemish, no mark, nothing. There's only a dent here in the side, but the seal did not get damaged. How I got this in the Netherlands, well, I don't know how the guy got it, but this came from the Netherlands. I didn't get this from the USA or any other NTSC territory. Gonna keep onto this for a while and probably sell it later on because I'm not a sealed collector, but these games are not yet at their maximum value. Then I have something really cool for the PC. I had never seen it before. This is World in Conflict. This is the limited edition or collector's edition, yeah. And it has a really cool item, which is basically the reason why I bought it, because I don't know the game and I probably won't like it. But there is an official part of the Berlin Wall. It says here, original Berlin Wall Mauerstein, or yeah, piece of the wall. A piece of German history, and this is the times the wall was still standing. That's a really cool extra. I'm thinking about keeping that just because of this extra, because the game, yeah, I don't know it. Don't know if it's a good war game, but doesn't really appeal to me. Then we have for the, let's see what we're gonna pick next. Let's see, do Game Boy. Two games. Bust-A-Move 3DX and Hook, both original Game Boy games. I didn't know this one came out on the original Game Boy because the other release is on the PlayStation 1 and that's quite late for a Game Boy game. So probably it's really one of the later Game Boy games. It's not super rare, but Bust-A-Move is a great game. It's one of my favorite arcade games. Then I have some stuff that I got from a other YouTuber. I traded with him. His name is Max86Mad. I traded some Super Nintendo games with him and a DS game, and I got some really cool extras. This is the pile that I got from him, and this is one of the extras. It's a really cool Waluigi hat, has the inverted L on it, and I just got back from a week in Greece, and I didn't have a cap there, so unfortunately I got this after my holiday. Else I could have worn this at the swimming pool and be the ultimate nerd there, which is always the best thing to be. Also got this little cute GameCube carrier bag where you can put in your GameCube discs. Don't know why anyone would use this, why not just keep them in the box. Then, Kid Icarus Uprising for the Nintendo 3DS. This is only my second 3DS game. I also have Nintendogs, I believe Chihuahua or something. I got that with the 3DS, I bought secondhand. And yeah, this is actually my first game that I want to play on the 3DS. And then the two other games from this trade, Super Castlevania 4 for the Super Nintendo American version. The box is in so condition. It's not super, but it's okay. And Super Mario All-Stars, the European PAL version, in quite a good shape. This is an upgrade from my own collection. I don't have such a nice Super Mario All-Stars. Also, I have one thing in the end of the video that's so absolutely rare, special, one of a kind. It's an item that no one had ever seen before until I got hold of it. So you just gotta have to wait on that. Two more PC big box games for now. Might and Magic Part 6, The Mandate of Heaven, and Final Fantasy VIII. Unfortunately this one is missing a disc, but I find the Final Fantasy VIII game once in a while, just the jewel case box. So I have a big box to complete once I get another jewel case. Then another PC game, Rattler 2, Yuri's Revenge. This is the how you call it, the expansion for Rattler 2, and I didn't have this one, so I'm gonna keep it myself. It's the one with the cloning vessels, etc. I believe. Really liked playing that with friends back in the day. Next up is a PlayStation 1 game, and it's not just a PlayStation 1 game. It's Azure Dreams, one of the I'd say top 5 hardest to find RPGs on the PlayStation 1, with number 1 being, yeah, it'd be a close call between Tail Concerto and either Star Ocean or Legend of Dragoon. I think Star Ocean. But this one's also quite hard to find. By the way, it's not Suikoden. Suikoden is not super hard to find. You just have to pay a lot or be lucky. For the NDS, Nintendo DS, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Bought this at a flea market for a couple of euros. Thought I didn't have it. Turned out I did have it, so I have a spare copy now. Same goes for Final Fantasy Dissidia, the fighting game. Also thought I didn't have it. Bought it at a flea market for, I think, 2 or 3 euros. And turns out I already have it, so that one can be sold. Then 2 games I bought in Greece. I of course went shopping there, tried to find some games. And these are the 2 I ended up with. Final Fantasy X. Sealed, and it's still a PlayStation seal, as you can see here. It's really hard to see on the white background, but there's a PlayStation logo here, and the same goes for Resident Evil Code Veronica. There you can see the PlayStation labeling. This store also had something that was potentially really cool to have. It was Metal Gear Solid 2 sealed, but that was the only game in the store that had a broken seal. They actually took off the top to check out the game, so that was really sad, because Metal Gear Solid 2, the normal version, is really common, but finding it sealed is not really common, and Metal Gear Solid games sealed can end up being worth quite a pretty penny. So that was the Grease part. Now for something that I didn't expect would be this nice, but this is the Game & Watch widescreen Octopus, and this is in absolutely great condition, especially for its age. I thought it said that the advert said boxed octopus, didn't really show a lot of pictures, etc. So I was just thinking, well, I'm getting a cheap octopus, the box is probably in bad shape, but whatever, it's still a good game. But this is brand spanking new, as you can see. Has everything, even the little baggie. Really, really cool. This is a nice upgrade for my collection. I already have it, but the box is not that good. So, next up is the thing that, yeah, it's one of a kind. I had never seen it before. I talked to collectors about it. They had never seen it before. I know a guy who collects for the series. He's absolutely crazy jealous about this, so let's get to it. So the item I was talking about is, it's not a press kit, it's more a promo kit. And if you see this and you know something about PlayStation, you know what promo kit this is. This is Medieval 1. It shows the skull of Sir Daniel Fortescue, RIP. And I'm going to show you the contents really quickly, because I did an unboxing video on this, and you can see what's in there if you want to watch that video. It's just a standard box, but this is a thing that was given to store owners to show how much effort Sony was putting in promoting this game, and yeah, basically making sure that they would buy the game for their stores. It's a really cool item. I had never seen it before. And if you have seen it before, or you know something more about this, please reply for the video and let us know. The last parts for this week came in, so it's time to show you guys. I had a local flea market dealer call me up and ask me if I was interested in some CDI stuff. Usually I'm not really interested unless it's a lot of games for a very low price, because CDI is quite worthless except for some odd titles. But this was a console in the box, you don't see that very often, and it had some good games plus a digital video cartridge. The console is the CDI 450, that's this model. It comes with that really awkward, yeah, it's not a pointer because it doesn't have infrared, but it's one of those awkward controllers. The only good controller for the CDI is the gamepad. Actually, I showed that a couple of videos ago. It also came with the digital video cartridge, that's this. There you can see digital video cartridge. This is a small version. There's also a big version for the auto CDI models, and this allows you to play games with FMV in them, like Dragon's Lair. Dragon's Lair is in this set, by the way. You'll see it in a second. Demo's Quest, Family Games 2, Paint School 1, which has a quite strange box. Never seen this box version before. Has better tabs than the other boxes that you'll see in a bit, because those are horrible. Do you remember the 60s? Burn Cycle. Here you have Dragon's Lair, Link Faces of Evil, actually Dutch version, Gezichten van het Kwaad, Seventh Guest, Pinball, Hotel Mario, Anti-Static, De Duistere Fabels van Aesopus, which is the Dark Tales of Aesopus, Pocahontas, Link the Faces of Evil, and this is one of those horrible boxes that's been held together here by a very thin layer of plastic, and it usually breaks. Head Crash, Cranium Error, Mega Maze, and Escape from Cyber City. I bought this Transformer a long time ago, I think over a year ago, and probably if you've watched my videos from the start, you've seen this one pass by. It's probably in the first few weekly finds videos. This is one of those mega transformers that has a lot of different parts. I was cleaning up my room, preparing for a new collection video, and this one was still standing there, and yeah, I'm deciding to sell it anyway because, yeah, because it's not a transformer that I had as a kid, and if I want to collect transformers, I want to have the ones that I had as a kid. So these are the the smaller parts. Let's just put it like that. This is a small plane. Then you have this one. This is more like a carrier type, where you can flop in like this. And here you have another thing. This yeah, it's aircraft carrier. And if you put them all together, which I'm not going to do in front of camera because it takes a while, you get this guy. And if you have this guy, let's see where we have it. There you have him. If you have this guy, so the one below here, and this one, you can add them together to make one even bigger robot. I always wanted to have these as a kid, but this one's not 100% complete. It's missing some bullets, etc. It does have all the robot parts, but it's missing some of the gun parts. I'm not sure which one this is, by the way. I'm not sure if it's a name. Back then I looked it up and I did have a name, but I had some collector contact me and said that's not the name, but I don't remember what was the name. So if you do know which robot this is, please let me know. It will help me sell this one or trade it for some toys that I do collect. So then the last few games that came in this week. Games and other things. Oh, there they go flying around. This is some Game Boy games also from cleaning up my collection room. These are the Game Boy games that I had as a kid, but I still had the cartridges somewhere in the back while I already have them complete now. Looney Tunes, Asterix, DuckTales 2, Tetris, Worms, and Smurfs Around the World. Then Legend of Dragoon for the PlayStation 1, one of the hardest to find RPGs, like I said before, 100% complete. Got this in a trade from Max86 Mad, other YouTube guy. Then 2 NES cartridges, Mega Man 2 and Donkey Kong Classics. The thing I said earlier in this video, which I recorded earlier this week, already came true. I was talking about that Final Fantasy VIII that I find complete copies or just disc copies after once in a while. And indeed, in the last end of this week, I got a complete Final Fantasy VII and another complete Final Fantasy VIII big box version. So in one video, I already found it again. These two big boxes came with the soundtracks, the original soundtracks. This is the Final Fantasy VIII soundtrack, and this is the one for Final Fantasy VII. It's in Japanese, so I have no clue what it says here, but most likely it's the songs from the game, right? The guy that I got from packed it really well, as you can see. Discs cannot get damaged if you pack them like that. However, the box gets really crammed, but I'll just remove the paper and it will be all okay. So that was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed watching it. As usual, if you have any questions, any remarks, feel free to reply. Like me on facebook.com/drretromd to stay up to date on everything. Be sure to check out and subscribe to my channel to see a lot of other videos, over 300, maybe even 350 at this time. And I hope to see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.